Welcome to some rugby talk on Africa Sideways, and we're going to be looking at the Springbok team to face France. This is my prediction for the side. Rassi's only going to be announcing it on Friday. He's playing a little bit of games, normally announces it early in the week, but this time later, probably because Lekanya and a few of the other guys are recovering from some knocks, so I want to give them time to see exactly who's going to be fit enough to take on the mighty French. So let's run through my team. I want a nice big pack because I see the vulnerability with the French is up front. Good ball players, but they don't have the horsepower that our team has necessarily. The only team that's been able to match us on that has been Ireland. So coming in at number one prop, I've got Spicy Plum, Mr. Steven Kitsoff, solid performer. Good all-round player, over 120 kilos, so adds good bulk to the front row. And good big match player, good all-round sportsman. I remember seeing him play cricket at Western Province for a rugby versus cricket game, and he was hitting sixes all over the place. Surprisingly good athlete for such a big guy. Number two, I got Bongi Umbanambi, solid scrummager, good on the lineouts. Doesn't give you as much in the fetching position as Malcolm Marx and ball carrying, but in terms of the basics of being a hooker, he does that well. Number three, and also good leadership ability. Number three, you got another big 120 plus prop, Mr. Frans Malhelbe, Paul Boys, old boy, big farm stock, and an intelligent player and a nice guy. One of the best scrummagers in the world, you could argue. And then another top three player in the world, possibly World Player of the Year this year, I'd say, is Mr. Eben Etzebeth at 4, the enforcer, the line-out jumper, the fetcher, the juggernaut. Mr. Eben Etzebeth picks himself, probably the first guy on the team sheet. And then number 5, this is an interesting one. There's been a few injuries at lock, so there's not too much to play for. Ergie Snyman's the tallest guy on the team, so it'd be the obvious choice to come in with Eben. Franco Mostard's also played flank, but he's not quite big enough. I prefer Mostard at 7, but then you got Peter Steph Tutoy, who's almost a better version of Soos at that position, so it's very difficult. You've also got John Klein, who's been playing good rugby, the former Irish international who's back with his homeland. You know, if he's fit, I'd actually put Ergie Snyman at 5, just for his line-out ability to disrupt the French line-out, 6'9". Him and Eben are also quite an aggressive pairing, so they can get things going. And then at 6 here, Khaleesi picks himself, the captain, the leader, the inspiration for the nation. Number 7, Peter Steph Tutoy. He's coming back to some of his best rugby. He gives you another line-out option, big lad. Similar height to Eben, 6'7", pushing 120 kilo. From Rugby Castile, if I'm not mistaken. Good farm stock as well. That's the thing about the South African team. They've got good boykies in the side. And then 8 is one of the interesting talking points. You got Jasper Wiese, who's the good wrecking ball, good ball carrier. And then you got Dwayne Vermeulen, the Viking, who's been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I think Dwayne's going to get the nod at 8. 9 is another very interesting one. You got Faf de Klerk, who's a big match player, good boot, which is needed for finals rugby. But he doesn't quite have the speed of a Jaco Reinach or I beg your pardon, a Kobus Reinach, Jaco Reinach with his father, who's a fantastic fullback and wing. So we've got Faf de Klerk. Grant Williams has been excellent, very, very quick. That kind of speed around the breakdown can win you games. But it's a bit of an arse chucking him in there against France. But we've got such good wings. And there's Kobus Reinach. I'd be actually tempted to play Kobus Reinach just for that X factor. He's got a good kicking game as well. Yeah, so Kobus Reinach at 9. Pollard at 10, just for I need a reliable boot in the team. And he gives me that. That's how you win finals. inside centre Delendi or Andre Esterhuizen. They're both similar sort of players, but you got to give it to Delendi. He's been there, done that, got the T-shirt. And then at outside centre, another key talking point. You got Lekanya coming back, but is he fit? Jesse Creel. He's an okay reserve, good provincial player, but he's not an elite outside centre, which is what you need at this level. A lot of the times, which is not a bad thing, he passes a lot, but sometimes you just need your outside centre to just pin his ears back and go for the line. And he just doesn't quite have that extra yard of pace that a guy like Kanan Moody has, or Lekanya It's a bit of a left field call, but I'd put Kanan Moody at outside centre. He's got that X factor, he's got wheels, big kid as well, over 6 foot. So one criticism of him is almost the opposite of Creel. He doesn't pass sometimes when he needs to because he backs himself almost too much, but 20-year-old, you kind of expect that. So yeah, I would play Kanan Moody at 13. It's a bit of an ask putting back from the couch, resting his knee, to playing against the French. So I would definitely have on the bench. But starting, I'd have Moody there. And then it's the wings kind of pick themselves, Cheslin and Kirtley Arendse. I kind of feel for Grant Williams because he's such an X-factor player, a very high work rate. I definitely have him on the bench. So, and at fullback, Damien Willemse, I feel like Willie's lost a yard of pace. He's still a really good guy to bring on possibly off the bench. We'll see if there's space for him, but I think Willemse is better under the high ball. He's got a better step. Willie's got that educated left boot, which is always advantageous for a fullback to have. And then let's get into replacements. Dion Fourie, who can cover at hooker and at flank or eighth man. Oxen Chair, very, very strong scrummager. Trevor Nyankani, part of the bomb squad. Then I would probably have John Klein on the bench. Sos, Franco Mostert. And then we've got space for Marco van Staden or Kwagga Smith. That's a very tricky one. Whew. I'd probably have to give it to Kwagga just for his fetching ability, and then with two backs, Grant Williams and Lekanya So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is my Springbok team to face France. One thing I've noticed, the big thing I've noticed about watching Ireland is the way they pass the ball. If the Springboks could have that slick passing, a variety of different moves, they look like a highly trained international side, Ireland. So well done to Andy Farrell and his coaching staff there. They've really drilled those guys to within an inch of their life. And you got wings like, and then it creates space for wings like Lowe and Hansen, who are not necessarily the quickest in the world. They wouldn't hang with our wings in a 100-meter race, but they're physical, especially Lowe is a physical player who can, great kicker, good all-around player. Same as the New Zealand winger, Jordan. These guys are all-around players, but they don't have that out-and-out gas that our guys have. So if we could just pass better, create space, and just let our wheels do the talking, nobody would touch South Africa. And I predict, this is going to be a tight game, I predict a 10-point victory for the Springboks. Semi-finals is going to be a lot easier. You're going to be playing Fiji or England, and then with potentially Ireland in the final. It is all set up for some fantastic rugby over the coming weeks. Let me know what you think, comments and queries. We'll catch you next time on Africa Sideways.